What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man. Today is a holiday in America. And if you're on your P's and Q's, do you know what holiday it is today in America? Well, stay tuned, because you're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show, only on YouTube and also on Social Cam and Facebook. When I get back, I'll let you know what day it is. You're tuned into Detroit Raw Show. MrSan44Man back here with you, down here at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, celebrating and commemorating the day of Martin Luther King. Dr. King's birthday is today, and for all of y'all that didn't know, Dr. King was a very influential black reverend back in the era when I was born. He was assassinated 2 years after my birth, and we commemorate him every year like this. It took us a long time for Stevie Wonder and all the people that worked hard to try to get him notoriety, I should say, as far as what his quest was and what he was trying to do for black people. So shouts out to Dr. Martin Luther King today for his birthday. I tried to bring my drone down here to see what I could do with it a little bit, so I don't know, it's kind of iffy. That's a building there, and I don't want to get lost up in there with our history, but you know, I'm gonna try to get y'all some nice shots, see what I can do, and keep y'all tuned in. Hey, it's your man, MrSan44Man. I also wanted to let y'all know this. The world ain't changed, y'all. Even after all that rhetoric that we think that's a new world out here, it ain't no new world. It's still the same world out here. It's just modified differently. We don't address you as niggas like that all the time. But then some of y'all do on the internet, because y'all do it to me. So, and Oliver Stone made a comment about Martin Luther King, and I just happened to pick it up on the Wendy Williams show when she was talking about how he felt about this, and he's filming this and him and having adulteries and all this, and we trying to shun him away. Look, I don't give a fuck if that man had 50 girlfriends or women on the side. That's not my business. It wasn't my business. Showcase him for what the best parts of him was, to try to make equal rights for everybody, and everybody go out here and make a struggle and be paved in the same way as your counterparts. So therefore, we didn't look upon ourselves as though we are the scum of the earth, or we're not nobody worth nothing. And it took us a long time to get this far. So therefore, now that we are this far, I think we should show him some gratitude and some appreciation. You know, that's just the right thing to do. Forget all the negativity about whatever his life was. That's not my business, and nor should it be yours. Only thing that y'all need to commemorate is he was a good man. He taught us well. We had the opportunity to learn and appreciate him, and that's it. It's your man, MrSan44Man. Check out these scenes, and look at Madonna too. She's in these stories too. Out there to my niggas. 2014, y'all. Fascism. Remember that word, fascism, because I said it before. You're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show right here, only on YouTube and also on Facebook down here at the Charles A. Wright Museum commemorating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on his birthday. You're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show, only on YouTube, also on Social Cam and Facebook.
It's the show because you're always working. Happy day off and happy Martin Luther King Day. And I want to shout out to all the teachers and the government workers because everything is shut down today. Yeah. Of course, we know that MLK stood for equality, nonviolence, and hope. I hope that that's how you're walking your life. Happy birthday. If he lived, he'd be 85 years old today. And I'm very disappointed in the director, Oliver Stone. And you don't get a pass. Have you heard about this? All right, well, that's what I'm here for. He pulled out of an MLK biopic that he was producing because the King family estate put the kibosh on it, as well they should have. All right, I'll tell you what he said. One of the many things he said. He said, the script dealt with issues of adultery, conflicts within the movement, and King's spiritual transformation into a higher, more radical being. I'm told the estate and respectable, it's in quotes, black community, and the respectable black community that guard King's reputation won't approve of it. They suffocate the man and the truth. You know what? Here's my thought. We're not suffocating the man and the truth. Nobody's perfect. You know, however, I hate to turn everything into a black-white thing, but you know what? My people, we don't have many of us to be able to really celebrate on an international platform. Let Dr. King's reputation be what it is, that of nonviolence, and let's not go into whatever else, you know? I mean, I just think that it was in poor taste, you know? With so many of our men being in jail, being undereducated, I'm talking about my people, in jail, undereducated, and not celebrated, leave Dr. King's reputation alone, Mr. Stone. Anyway, Madonna is catching heat for using the N-word. Have you heard about this? Some people did, some people didn't. I'm glad I showed up for work today. Madonna posted a picture of her son Rocco boxing, and the caption was, "Mama said knock you out." Hashtag this N-word. In other words, this N-word. Now, first of all, I want you to know that Rocco and his mother, Rocco's 13 years old, and Rocco is a real fan of his mother. Madonna, Rocco is a fan of his mother's, like a fan. And they have a great relationship, and Madonna, maybe too great, you know. Madonna eventually, she posted that, okay, and then she eventually deleted the post with an apology. And here's what she said. She said, the script dealt with, wait, no, that's Oliver Stone, hold on. All right. It was not meant as a racial slur. I'm not a racist. There's no way to defend the use of the word. It was all about intention. It was used as a term of endearment towards my son who is white. I appreciate that it's a provocative word, and I apologize if it gave people the wrong impression. Forgive me. Nope. You need to sit your old wrinkled behind, desperate horse, and sit down. Sit down. I mean, Madonna has done a lot of desperate things, but this is absolutely desperate. And no, Madonna isn't a racist. You know, she's got 2 black children that she adopted. I don't think that she's a racist at all. But I think you're stupid. Look at Rocco over here. Look at Cole. And then there's Little Mercy, and then the other one, Erlago. What's his name? David. And of course, here's Lourdes, and then there's Madonna. So, you know, I don't think that she's racist, but I do think that she's less than smart. I mean, you know, I have lots of gay friends. As a matter of fact, they're all gay friends. But I would never never use the word that starts with an F and ends with a T. Like, you know, you watch what you say. I grew up in a town full of Jewish people, and still now, you know, my girlfriend's back in. I would never use whatever word that would offend, you know. And you just don't do it, dumb Madonna. You don't do that.
The University of Michigan is planning to boost racial diversity on its campus. The school wants to increase African-American enrollment and improve the university's multicultural center. African-American enrollment has declined since a 2006 change to the state constitution, which prohibits schools from considering race as a factor when choosing students. In the meantime, students living on campus in the coming years will get training on tolerance and expectations for living in a racially diverse community.
Wonderful. There were a lot of events marking the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday in Metro Detroit today.
And one tradition continued at his namesake high school here in Detroit. It was a march featuring the Martin Luther King Jr. Senior High School Marching Band, and it was at the school this morning. The 5th annual march was followed by a program and community service projects honoring Dr. King's legacy.